What's good, everybody? This is Daye from Living Life Fearless. Welcome back to my latest entry into my Let's Talk Music series, where I give my general overall thoughts and opinions about the latest albums, mixtape, EPs, and projects to have crossed my path and come out over the past couple weeks or so. As always, if you're liking these videos, please smash that like and subscribe button for us, as that helps us out greatly. And if you're liking any of the gear that I rock in these videos, like this or this, you can also head over to the official site and grab some for yourself. But enough of that, let's get right into the music. British rap has always been sort of hard for me to get into, to start with the initial fact of trying to get over the jarring sound of a thick London accent with the rap. And then I don't necessarily think, generally speaking, they are the most technically skilled when it comes to hip hop and rap and lyricism. But there are a few exceptions to that, and for me, Skepta is one of those. This album here feels like a really pivotal moment for him because in general, he has always been sort of associated with that kind of Odd Future / ASAP sound, ASAP in particular, as they seem to have a ongoing collaboration. But here, it really feels like he has come into his own. He sounds as confident and sharp as he has ever been, and the production is satisfyingly gritty and dark and menacing in that really unique UK hip-hop way. And when you combine that with like his unique flow and delivery and London inflections, you get this whole unique sound and project that stands on its own rather than as some offshoot of his American cousins. For me, this project was shockingly great from front to back, and it feels like a culmination of all those years of grinding through obscurity. This is sort of like his magnum opus, and if there's one project that I was going to show somebody to show just what British rap could be, this would probably be it. I've heard the name Moneybagg Yo for quite some time now, but I've never really given it much attention. I've always kind of written it off as just another up-and-comer, another guy who will be here today and gone tomorrow, kind of just another trap clone per se. You know, I'll hear a couple singles here and there, but never really took him too seriously. But after hearing this one, he has my full attention. This shit right here is a banger from front to damn near back. There are some massive songs here and some of the best trap records that I've heard in quite some time. And not only is the production bone rattling good, but he actually has a lot to say here and some really meaningful content that I did not expect from somebody named Moneybagg Yo. Now, he's not like some Nas type of poet here, but he has a lot of shit to say here. And there are some really memorable verses that had me going back and rewinding it a couple of times. Absolutely fire, and been on repeat since it dropped. Imagine a mix of Run the Jewels and the Young Fathers. You might get a clear picture of just what they sound like. It's this unique sort of alternative hip hop product that mixes in a lot of like electronic EDM type of elements. And there are some really truly raucous records here that I can clearly see and hear tearing up a lot of festivals in the near future. They definitely deserve to be heard. R&B has sort of made this weird turn back towards more funk and soulful elements in sort of mainstream R&B music, and Lucky Daye is the latest one to do that, and on his debut, he does it exceptionally well. Now, he doesn't do anything particularly new or groundbreaking to speak of, but as sort of a culmination of the last 2 decades of R&B or so, he does a really good job of representing it in all its different forms, shapes, and fashions while providing like his own unique twist on everything. The production is strong, his vocals are phenomenal, and I found myself vibing out to at least 80 to 85% of the album. To me, out of all of her peers, Pink has been the most consistent in her career. You sort of always know what you are going to get from her. She really understands her lane and type of music that she does well, and she kind of sticks to that and sticks the landing 95% of the time. And that's exactly what she gives you here. Nothing that will change the trajectory of her career for better or worse. There's the big anthems for really strong vocals and some great duets. All in all, a solid project, but nothing that will, blow your mind that you haven't really heard from her before. YG always surprises me with the depth and biting commentary that he provides as a rapper and in his music. On his last project, it was surprisingly political. On this one, it's more back into his hood social commentary lane. And while it is brash, it is there, and with a shocking amount of well thought out clarity. And throw all that in with some knocking production for you to turn up to, and you get a project that is well worth the listen. If there weren't already so many acts in the genre actively doing this sort of retro, funk, soul, disco tinged R&B, I'll be more blown away by this project. But as it stands, it is just another really, really well done project full of some great grooves for you to groove out to. I love Mozzy, I really do. To me, he is one of the most underrated rappers in the game right now, and he has a surprising amount of meaningful things to say in his music, but maybe it's fatigue on my part, and maybe it's the absurd rate at which he puts out new projects, but his music is starting to feel a bit samey. It's not his best project, and it's not his worst project, and you still get that same tried and true Mozzy here, but I would love to see him branch out a bit more. Because if you go all the way back to that Black Panther soundtrack, you can clearly see that he has so much more he can do with this music here that he still has not quite reached. But that's it for this week's Let's Talk Music. What do you guys think about the albums and projects that I talked about? What albums are you guys currently listening to? Is there anything that I did not talk about that you think I should talk about, or that I should at least check out? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you're liking these videos, please smash that like and subscribe button for me and share, as it helps us out greatly. And if you like any of the gear that I rock in these videos like this or this, you can also head over to the official site and grab some for yourself. But I will be back next week with some more music. Until then, I will catch you guys soon. Peace.